What is up, my nerd? Nerdy Pete here, wishing you long life and prosperity. Here with a brand new nerdy series, and it is called Nerdy Pete and the Popcorn Buckets. Or maybe Nerdy Pete's Popcorn Bucketeria. We're going to the buckets. Yeah, so I guess the important thing to start with is that an incredible thing has happened this year. I'm sure you've all sensed it, all my fellow nerds. You've all felt this deep down in your nerd bones. Something's different, and it rhymes with schmopcorn schmuckets. That's right, popcorn buckets. Novelty popcorn buckets specifically, though I don't want to use the word novelty to lessen the value of the popcorn buckets. These are works of art, many of them. It's a different world now. Before there were popcorn buckets, sure, even novelty ones, but they were just like buckets, whatever. You just, you might have collected them because you're a nerd and you just like, oh, I like Avengers, cool. Now I've got 7 Avengers buckets. What do I do with these now? But then everything changed. And the change happened in early 2024 when the Sandworm bucket from Dune 2 was released. We all remember where we were when that was released. I was actually... crap. Maybe I don't remember where I was. Anyway, the point is, that bucket changed everything. All of a sudden, all bets were off. Now, was that the first really elaborate popcorn bucket ever made? No, it wasn't. I know because I have a couple. And they will appear in this series in the future. For now, but in this very first episode, I want to focus on Regal and Cinemark are selling their Alien Romulus buckets early, so the movie doesn't start screening until this Thursday, the 15th. So I'll be going to the opening night fan event for Alien Romulus, and I just expected I'd just go there and get the buckets then. And actually I may still, because AMC has their own bucket, Regal has their own buckets, Cinemark has their own bucket as well. As a fan of the Alien franchise, I love the xenomorph, just the whole thing about it. I feel like the original Alien film is one of the most perfect films ever made. And so naturally I was excited about the popcorn buckets, and I had no idea they were going to look this cool and be this awesome. I am a little embarrassed because I realized today that I don't actually have an Alien t-shirt. I don't know how that happened. It is something I regret, and I plan on fixing that, but in the meantime, I have my Metalunan Mutant t-shirt. This guy is from the classic movie This Island Earth. He is just such a cool looking alien. Obviously, he's not anywhere near as terrifying. I'm trying to stay at least a little bit on brand. I mean, this is an alien from a movie. For the one you're about to see, which is the xenomorph head with a neck bit. This one's from Regal. I was lucky enough to have my wife be nearby a Regal down in Midtown Manhattan. She was awesome enough to stop in and pick one up for me. This is how she got it, in this plastic bag. No packaging to explore. Let's go ahead and take it out. Yeah, look at that. Can't put the plastic where my cat's gonna get at it. Jonesy. Anyway, yeah, so look how beautiful this is. It's just... Look how happy he is to see you. I don't think the proboscis, the inner jaw thing moves. It does move a little bit. But look at this lovely detail. I mean, for something as... I'm just gonna be honest, kind of dumb and simple. I love seeing artwork like this. This is a work of art. I mean, it's not gonna be in the MoMA anytime soon, but look at that. Look at that. That's so beautiful. And and it is obviously made of plastic, so it's got the little pegs that pop through and lock into place so the whole thing stays in one piece. And yeah, so, I mean, how awesome is that? We've got the Alien Romulus plug on the bottom, but that's another thing I really appreciate about this, is that it's like, it's not, this is going to sound stupid, but it's not actually advertising anything. It's just focusing on being an amazing replica for the cost of this alien that we all know and love and would never, ever, ever want to meet in real life. All right, let's see how this actually opens up here. Ah. There you go. Flips right up. You can see inside there. And yeah, it does look like there's no proboscis. Does not do anything, unfortunately, but I'd be shocked if it did. If you look at the head pull popcorn bucket, that thing is amazing. We're gonna save that for another edition of Nerdy Pete's Popcorn Bucketeer. That's actually good. Nerdy Pete Popcorn Bucketeer. The next edition of Nerdy Pete Popcorn Bucketeer. Yeah. Let's see, what else? My wife Sierra pointed out how cool this stuff looks. This is a great detail. And if you look at inside, teeth are nicely done. My feeling is that, again, normally nobody gives a crap about popcorn buckets. Little things like this, actually including the proboscis in the alien head, is awesome. And then the fact that they actually painted the teeth is, you know, love it. I'm trying to get my hands on the other one from Cinemark, proving difficult because that's also been selling out everywhere. I don't know if these are sold out as well, but I know the specimen container, I think that's what it's called, is sold out pretty much everywhere. I was lucky enough to get my hands on one because I jumped through a bunch of hoops. You'll learn more about that in the very next edition of Nerdy Pete Popcorn Bucketeer. So what do you think? Do you collect these popcorn buckets? Because at this point I have an addiction. Luckily, I really only go for the ones that are kind of amazing. This one counts. If you have any cool buckets, definitely share them. Make a video like this and share them and tag me because I would love to see your buckets. Show me your bucket. This has been the very first edition of Nerdy Pete Popcorn Bucketeer. Thank you so much for watching. You will see me again soon with more buckets and more nerd stuff soon. And until then, stay nerdy. The world needs more nerds. Get yourself a nerd shirt at nerdshirts.nerdypete.net. Oh man, I love this. This is such a great, oh my god, he's so look at how handsome he is.